Every single morning, even before the first soft light of the sun touched the sky, he was already standing at his spot. His name was Nislo, a proud, active, and strong rooster. The force of his loud and clear call spread across the entire farm. His voice worked like a living alarm clock, reminding the farmers that a new day had begun and pulling them away from sleep and laziness. Nislo never asked for praise. He believed he was only doing what he was meant to do. But what did he receive in return from humans? Was it kindness or appreciation? No. Instead, he faced rude words, cruel comments, and stones thrown carelessly in his direction. People complained every day, saying his crowing was painful to their ears and ruined their sleep. Morning after morning, day after day, Nislo quietly accepted this disrespect and neglect without saying a word. One gray and cloudy morning, after hearing harsh scolding once again, Nislo slowly walked to his favorite fence and sat there. He stared at the far horizon where the sky met the land. A deep thought crossed his mind. He said to himself that when effort is never valued, trying again and again to prove your worth only drains your soul. Leaving with dignity, he felt, was sometimes the wisest choice. There was no anger inside him, no hatred, only a heavy tiredness resting in his heart. Nislo took a slow, deep breath and let out one final crow. Then with a strong flap of his wings, he left the farm behind and flew into the unknown, searching for a place where his presence would be respected and not rejected. That night, an unusual silence covered the farm. The familiar sound that once filled the air every morning was gone. Before the break of dawn, something terrible happened. Thieves who knew the farm's daily routine very well noticed Nislo's absence and used it to their advantage. There was no warning call, no sound to alert anyone. The farm slept deeply and peacefully, unaware of danger. The thieves moved easily, stealing the animals one by one and escaping without any struggle. When the farmers finally woke up, they were shocked. Everything was gone. Only then did they understand that Nislo did more than wake them up each morning. He had also protected their home and their livelihood. Sadly, this realization came too late. Life teaches us an important lesson through this story. Silent forgiveness often means choosing to stop knocking again and again on a door that will never open. Forgiveness does not mean forgetting everything or returning to a place that hurts you. It means choosing peace for yourself and moving forward while keeping your self-respect intact. Now let me share two more fables that may touch your heart deeply. By listening carefully, you will understand why forgiveness is necessary to free life from emotional weight and inner pain. On the edge of a wide and powerful river lived a turtle named Amara. He was peaceful in nature, yet strong and generous. Every single day he crossed the rough waves and slippery stones of the river. He did this not for himself, but to help someone else. That someone was Tico, a nervous and impatient frog. Tico complained constantly about everything, and most importantly, he could not swim in deep water. Yet he never tried to learn. He believed it was Amara's responsibility to carry him across. For many years, Amara allowed Tico to sit on his back while he struggled through the river. Tico never once thanked him. As soon as they reached the shore, Tico would jump off quickly and run away without looking back to see how tired Amara had become. One day, a long drought arrived. The river's water level dropped, and stones appeared in the middle, forming something like a natural path. When Tico saw this, he jumped off Amara's back without saying a word and crossed the river by hopping from stone to stone. Inside his mind, he thought that he was finally free and no longer needed the slow turtle. He did not ask Amara how he felt. He did not say goodbye. Amara remained alone in the river, feeling not only the weight of his shell, but also the heavy load of years filled with neglect and silence. That evening, an old heron landed beside Amara. In a gentle and calm voice, the heron spoke wisely. It said that Amara had the strength to cross the river on his own, but from now on he must choose carefully who he allows to ride on his back. Not every burden is meant to be carried, and not every companion deserves a place beside you. A tear rolled slowly from Amara's eye. In that moment, he forgave himself. He did not forgive Tico for Tico's sake, but to remove the pain and resentment from his own heart. He decided that he would never again offer his support to someone who showed no respect. A few days later, heavy rain returned. The river grew strong again, and the stones disappeared under the water. Tico came back, hoping to cross the river, but this time there was no turtle waiting for him. Fear filled his heart as he stepped back. From the rushing current, far away, Amara lived peacefully, his heart light and free. The message is simple and clear. Not everyone will appreciate your sacrifices, but you must learn when it is time to let go of the burden. At the corner of a forgotten alley lived a cat named Nico. He survived like an injured warrior, living on leftovers and constantly running from dogs just to stay alive. Every morning, Nico sat outside a large and beautiful house. Near the door was a small clay bowl that was always empty. Still, Nico returned there daily. He dreamed that one day someone would fill the bowl with milk. He hoped that someone would gently touch his head with kindness. Inside the house, a woman watched him through the window every day, but she never opened the door. She never offered food or water. Even so, Nico continued to wait, believing that her heart might change one day. One cold winter morning, when a hungry Nico sat once again beside the empty bowl, a golden-colored cat appeared next to him. The golden cat softly said that this door would never open for him. Nico lowered his head in sadness. The golden cat continued, saying that Nico was not born just to wait in pain, but to search for his own happiness. These words cut deep into Nico's heart. He looked at the closed door one last time, and then slowly walked away in the opposite direction. There was no anger inside him, only a peaceful decision. He chose not to waste his life waiting in front of a door that was never meant to open. Knocking again and again on a closed door slowly breaks the spirit. Forgiveness means quietly walking away and choosing a new path. Learn from Amara. If the ones you carry do not respect you, gently put them down. Learn from Nico. Waiting forever for something that will never come is not your fate. This quiet kind of forgiveness makes you stronger from within, because the person who learns to free himself without noise never truly loses. If you enjoyed these stories, please like, share, and comment. Even one comment gives me strength to create better stories. Thank you for all the love, and we will meet again with something new.